Good day, everyone. So this is Alvin Sebetero again from the Philippines. So today we are going to talk about my final prediction for Miss Universe Malaysia 2019, where the winner is going to represent Malaysia in Miss Universe 2019. The location is still unknown. However, we are hearing some rumors that the pageant might be held in either Korea or the Philippines again, but that we'll talk about that later, because for now we're going to talk about my top 5 favorites for Miss Universe Malaysia 2019 pageant. So before we proceed, let's just go ahead and talk about the previous representatives of Malaysia for the past 5 editions, starting with our 2014 Sabrina Bennett. What I noticed about Malaysia is that I am actually really sad that Malaysia is one of our neighbors, one of our neighboring countries, which I know beauty pageants is not really the priority of every countries because it's just for leisure. However, what I am sad about is that Malaysia is being left behind against other neighbors, especially in Miss Universe. So I really hoping that they will find the perfect formula to really move forward and at least get a placement in Miss Universe. It's been a long time since the last time they placed. So in 2014, they sent Sabrina Bennett. I mean, she's beautiful, but with a tough competition, it was really expected that she might not place. 2015, Vanessa Tevi Comares, another expected non-placement. For 2016, they sent Kiran Jasal, although I find her very beautiful, but with a very tough competition, another expected non-placement. 2017, Samantha James, and 2018, Jane Teo. What I noticed about Malaysia is that I believe it's really about the selection of winners because there are actually really strong competitors every year. However, the selected winner is just not ready for Miss Universe. So I'm not sure what's wrong. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with the organization. It's all about the support that every contestants are getting. It's all about the training that they must undergo in order for them to become a competitive delegates for the Miss Universe pageant. And as we all know today, Miss Universe, the quality of the pageant has increased even more because once you look at the semifinalists, you can already say that they truly deserve it, or they have really fought a hard battle to get a semi-final spot. So I really hope, since Malaysia is one of the countries that is going to select a representative, which is too early actually for Miss Universe, I really hope that they will use this time to prepare, study what the organization is looking for, and maybe it could really help. And I'll talk about that later as well. So for now, let me go ahead and pick my top 5 predictions for Miss Universe Malaysia pageant. Again, what I have actually watched some of the videos on YouTube, and what I really love is that at least as a non-Malaysian viewer, I am very glad because we get a glimpse of the candidates that they have, because aside from photo shoots, they also have individual interviews. And with the IMG this year, the interview is really a big thing, because if you are not a great, I'm not really talking about speaking English perfectly, because others who are not speaking English are also placing, as long as the interpreter is good, because sometimes the interpreters are the reason why you will be eliminated. Now, going back to the interview, this year with the with the new IMG reign as the owner of Miss Universe, they are really keen on delegates that are really good in speaking in public with confidence, and of course with a very good personality that everyone could adore and love. So I really hope that's something that Malaysia is going to work on this year. So my number 5, anyway, my top 5 are actually my bets for the crown. However, my top 3 are my ultimate bets. So I really would love to see any of these 3 winning, unless these 2 will prove their worth on the pageant night. My number 5 in my list is Navisha. Her profile says here, her full name is Navisha Kumar, 22 years old, from Selangor. She is a mass communication student. She is one of the candidates that I really, really love. Very transformable, very beautiful face, great body. But my only concern about her is that she's quite inconsistent for me at times, especially with her facial appeal. And when it comes to speaking, I think she's really good. We just need to work on the personality, especially when she speaks. But overall, if she wins, I think she is a decent victor if she did win. However, she really need to undergo some heavy transformation because again, this is a tough fight to get a semi-final spot in Miss Universe. So Navisha is my number 5 spot as of the moment. So that's my number 5. My number 4 favorite from Miss Universe Malaysia 2019 crown is Tess. Her full name is Tess Minderjit Kaur. She's 23 years old from Selangor. She's a biomedical engineering student involving prosthetics and orthotics. What I really love about, actually she is the one who gave me a headache because I would really love to put her in my top 3. I am actually confused whether to put her in my top 3, somewhere in my top 3 or 4th spot. But let's just let's just forget about her placement. For now, she's my number 4. But what I really love about her is her energy every time she speaks. She's actually very smart. You can really notice from the way she speaks that she's really she's got a lot to say about her profession, about herself, and about anything under the sun. And that's what I really love about her. She's actually one of my favorite speakers from all the interview videos that I have watched. She's actually one of my bets when it comes to the interviews alone. Aside from that, her profession and her focus on giving attention to those people with disability, now that's very beautiful. That's actually a good cause to campaign to the jury. That's really a good cause to endorse to the jury that that's your work and this is what I am working with. Because with Miss Universe, they are not really focusing, because it's what I noticed about Miss Universe, they are not focusing on what you're planning to do. They are focusing on what have you already done and what you are currently doing, because it only means that what you're saying is true. Because if what you're going to fight for is, what I want to do is this and this and this, it is not effective anymore. Because you could be lying in front of them. So what they wanted is something that you are already doing right now. Because that's more believable and that's believable. And the main reason why I put her in number 4, it's because when it comes to the physical, I mean, she's beautiful. However, I also find inconsistency when it comes to styling. And physically, I think she's not yet, I mean, she's not really Miss Universe material physically. Or I don't want to put that in a negative way. But I want her to be styled as Miss Universe. So my issue with her is just the styling. But speaking wise, profile-wise, she's actually one of the strongest competitors this year. And I really hope that if she will not win, I hope she would at least finish in the top 5 because she really deserves to be there. Now, my number 3 is obviously the queen of personality and style. My number 3 is Shweta. I believe her full name is, let me look. Her full name is Shwetajit Kaur Sekhon. She's from Kuala Lumpur, a freelance fashion model and 22 years old. Now, this is a shock to me when I knew that she became actually one of the bottom 4 when it comes to their catwalk training. And I do not believe that because she's well, it could be possible, but I'm just shocked that she was one of the bottom 4. So we really don't have any update on how she did, but I really hope she worked on that, because even though IMG is looking for those who speaks very well, but we really cannot deny that those who can walk on stage and can dominate the stage, especially the attention of the audience, still plays a really good factor in the competition. What I really love about Shweta is she's really beautiful. One of the most, actually, I think she got one of the most beautiful face in the competition this year. What I love about her is her confidence every time she speaks, and she's also very smart. But what I really wanted to see and know more about her is her profile. What is she currently doing right now that could make me wow and make me impress? I really wanted to know more about herself because she really didn't speak much about what she has done on her interviews. It's more on her personal self, description of her personal self. But anyway, I still find her very beautiful and one of the most transformative candidates this year. If she wins, she's probably going to fall as one of the most beautiful Miss Malaysia ever won. Not really the most beautiful, but because if I have to compare, I think my favorite is still Deborah Henry in 2011. So if she wins in 2019, at least she is by far the best since Deborah Henry. So I really hope she improved herself after all those training that they have undergone. And if ever she wins, I hope she will use the time to improve herself even more because she really got a huge potential to finally break the drought of Malaysia in the Miss Universe pageant. My number two, oh, this might be a surprise because I actually posted her on my fan page in Facebook that I really love her and she's my early favorite to win the crown. But as of the moment, my number two is Nikita Menon. She is 23 years old from Malacca, an economics and finance student. However, putting her in number two doesn't mean I don't want her to win because as what I have said, these five could potentially do well, and if these five I mean could potentially win and hopefully do well and bring honor to Malaysia this year. So I think there's no need to say much about Nikita Menon. She's one of the most beautiful candidates this year, very confident, and what I love about her is she's making her profile stronger by relating her works to personal life because she's got a brother who has a Down syndrome and she wants to focus more on being an advocate of Down syndrome in her country, to focus on giving special needs to these people with special disabilities. However, going back to my concern earlier, this work that she's trying to promote, this is what I want to see. Is she really doing it right now, or that's just her plan for the future? Because if it's her plan for the future, it might not work and less effective, because I really wanted to see that she's already doing it at this time, because she's doing it because of her brother, and that makes the work more meaningful and more effective. But nevertheless, everything about her is really good. A potential winner for Malaysia this year. And another concern is I'm giving everything as a constructive criticism because I wanted Malaysia to do really well. Another criticism is based on the catwalk training that I have seen. I find her walk very stiff. And that's one thing that because there is nothing worse than a stiff walk in pageant. That's something that I really wanted her to improve and work, and that training happened a long time ago. So I really hope she worked, because by looking at her, we can definitely say that she is a hardworking woman. She is a very smart woman, and I know that she took all the lessons personally, and I really hope she did and improved herself, especially in the finals, because a crown for Miss Universe Malaysia could be hers tomorrow. And my predicted winner from Miss Universe Malaysia 2019 is, drumroll, it's Tanushya Devi Paransothi. She's 24 years old, an actuarial executive, and she is of Indian ethnicity. What I really love about her is that of all the interviews that I have watched of all the contestants, she is by far one of the based on just the interviews, she is by far one of the smartest interview that I have seen, one of the most genuine interview. You can really feel that she really meant everything she says. And another thing that I like about her delivery when she speaks is that you'll know that she's actually thinking and she knows what she's saying, because she's very calm, and the way she speaks, she's very believable. And aside from that, she mentioned in her interview that she wants to use this pageant to fight for her cause. I'm not really sure what her cause is about, but it only means that she already have a cause and she wants to use the pageant as something to fight. I mean, she wants to use this pageant as an opportunity to voice out her work even more, which means it only means that she already have a cause that she is working with, and that is something that I am looking for a winner, someone who is not planning on what to do in the future, but someone who is already doing something, and that's what I really love about her. Another thing is that, yes, one thing is her look. She is very unique and she's got a twin, which is really, really cute. I love her curly hair, which she considers as one of her assets. She is a black beauty. She speaks very well, very beautiful. I just want to see a more, of course, there's still time to improve, but I want to see her work more on her figure. We do not want to criticize we do not want to criticize women who have some curves, but if she wins tomorrow, which I really hope she does, I really hope she will work on everything and make a checklist so that she is on her way to breaking the drought of Malaysia in Miss Universe pageant. I am really, really excited. From the time that I saw her, I heard her speak, and I watched her performance. I am truly, truly impressed by her. And I really hope that Malaysia will give her a chance this time. This is new. This is a breath of fresh air for Malaysia. A new look, a new appeal, and I hope something that could bring positive result for Malaysia this year. So that's it. That's my top 5 bets for Miss Universe Malaysia 2019. That's my final prediction. Again, those are my bets. But that doesn't mean that if the judges chose a different winner, because as what I always say, here's what I believe in. There is no perfect final prediction, because final prediction is all about who the judges chose. You need to make sure that you make the same decision as those judges, because no one can actually perfect it. Because if different sets of judges are sitting, we could also have different sets of results. So which means there's a lot of possibilities. But my possibility is this. These are my current top 5, and I really hope Malaysia will do well this year. So what do you think about my comments, about my prediction? So don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe as well. So we will be discussing more pageant related videos in the future. So thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Good luck, Malaysia, with your selection tomorrow, and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.